Hello, and welcome to another CloudHosted Google Workspace updates video, this time for February 2026. Today we're going to go through some of the many updates that Google releases each month to try and pick through what is most interesting for you. So the first one up is a Google Calendar and Gemini update, with Gemini being able to create better time suggestions when you're meeting with colleagues. Gemini is going to help identify the best times by analyzing your colleagues' availability, including time zones, working hours, and existing conflicts to suggest the best options. This is available for Business Standard and Plus, Enterprise Standard and Plus, and Google AI Pro for Education add-on only. Another Gemini-powered update is within Gmail is proofreading. So when you draft an email, Proofread can suggest improvements beyond spelling, grammar corrections like conciseness, active tone, sentence structure, and word choice, so that everything is polished before you send. This was recently launched for Google AI Pro and Ultra subscribers, and now bringing it to multiple workspace plans. This is an interesting one here within Google Chat, being able to forward messages. So this way, if you wanted to go ahead and eliminate the need to copy and paste text or share screenshots, you can now quickly share information between various direct messages and spaces without any weird workflows. Forwarded messages display the original sender and the source and any attachments, and recipients can view this content even if they're not members of the original conversation. At this time, users cannot forward messages from entirely internal conversations to conversations that include users from other organizations, or from conversations that include users from external organizations to other conversations that include users from external organizations. However, you can forward messages from conversations with people outside of your organization to conversations entirely with people inside your organization. Within Google Docs, now you have the ability to listen to audio summary overviews. This is a Gemini-powered feature that allows you to listen to a brief overview of the document and help you quickly get up to speed, understand the most important parts of your content. For example, you can quickly get caught up on notes for a meeting or summarize a long report and get highlights in just a few minutes. This is just a short verbal synopsis, and that will go through multiple tabs. They're only a minute or two long, but it could be a really helpful thing if you want to go ahead and get a quick summary. Today, there's some new features within the admin console around Gemini metrics. So these reports offer admins a comprehensive visibility into AI feature usage and thresholds. You can now go ahead and check ways to check out these metrics for overall usage in different features. And you can go ahead and get more granular at the user level to see how usage is happening with the medium, low, and high thresholds there. The next one is one of my favorite ones so far for this month, is the ability to move shared content in Google Meet into a separate window. So if you've ever been hindered by trying to see something within a Google Meet window and trying to figure out how to set the landscapes properly so you can see as much as possible, this now gives users the ability to undock shared screen content, whether it's a presentation or a slideshow or whatever it is, and move it to another screen and resize it by itself. I'm very excited to see how this will play out and how this will make things a little bit easier to see. Okay, and then some smaller updates here. On Chrome, you now have the ability to save PDFs directly to Drive without leaving the page and get back to them later in a saved from Chrome folder. This is built in right here. You can go ahead and open and save in Drive, and then open a Drive, and you can see they're all here in this folder for you. Another smaller one is a iOS update. So last year, Google announced a smoother, more modern video player for the Google Drive Android app This is now being brought to iOS, introducing a new video player for Drive videos on iOS. And then the last one, which is a big one, is within the last week, Google is rolling out Nano Banana 2, Gemini 3.1 Flash images, their best image model yet, to Google Workspace customers. Nano Banana 2 will replace Nano Banana model, bringing high-speed intelligence of Gemini Flash to visual generation, making once exclusive pro features accessible to a wider audience. So this is going to give much more comprehensive and robust images. Some of the examples that Google shared with this release are really fascinating. So some of the things that they talk a little bit about here is being able to pull in real-time information and images from the web and more accurately render specific subjects, create infographics, turn notes into diagrams, generate data visualizations, generate accurate, legible text for infographics and marketing mockups. So you get more specific text being generated that's actually not gibberish and what you need it to be. Nano Banana 2 also dramatically closes the gap between speed and beauty, delivering high fidelity photorealistic imagery. So your subject consistency, your characters, up to 5 characters and 10 objects in a single workflow within the Gemini app to build storyboards and narratives, precise instruction following, no more getting lost in the weeds, and vibrant lighting and richer textures. This is really exciting to see how this will play out. Go ahead and experiment today. I imagine that the example here shown is also generated by Nano Banana 2 itself. And I think that'll be a really cool thing to try. All right, that wraps it up for February 2026. If you have any questions, please reach out to us, and we hope that you've learned something. We hope to hear from you again.